Did you just lose your job? Did you get fired? Did you get laid off? Did you get pushed out of a situation that you weren't really happy with, but now things are even more difficult? In this video, I'm going to help to explain why sometimes the universe just throws us out and why this is actually a really, really good thing. My name is Adam. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm a divine freedom and clarity coach. I help people get freedom in all areas of their life, and I help them get clarity as to the bigger picture of what's going on within themselves and the world. So before we start, I just want to let you know, just a little bit longer, I'm doing some free breakthrough calls. There is a link pinned in the comments section below. These are 30-minute calls where what we do is we go over your vision for your life, what it is that you want to create, what's blocking you and stopping you from actually creating and having this, and some steps you can take to make this a reality. Okay, now, jobs, getting fired, getting laid off. This is something that I find seems to be happening quite a bit right now for many reasons that I won't really get into. Personally, for me, I have lost more jobs than you can count. I've been fired from so many shitty, horrible jobs. And I have to say, getting fired at one point was kind of my favorite pastime. Because for many years, because I wasn't able to really do what I wanted to do, I had to make ends meet. I had to pay the bills. And so I had to find the lesser or the least of all evils, which was always generally pretty evil in terms of work. And I hated it. I hated spending my time and my life doing something that wasn't fulfilling to me. And basically, everybody knew this because I just have this thing of like, I am how I am, and I can't really force or fake anything. I can't tell you how many times I had bosses come up to me and they just be like, you know what, dude, it just doesn't seem like you want to be here. And I always be like, well, I'm sorry, but I don't know how to make it seem any other way because I fucking don't. I've been fired from multiple server jobs, sales jobs, anything. But what I found is it's actually a blessing. It's a blessing, especially if you get laid off or fired and it's not something that you necessarily realized or thought that you consciously chose. Because what it is it's always a push in a direction of something that's better for you. You don't get fired generally and laid off if you're really in your purpose, you're really in your calling, you love what you do, and you're meant to be doing that, unless you're supposed to take that passion and do it for yourself. Plus, what's happening now is we're being guided more and more to kind of find our way around the system and to create our own realities and sources of income. It's the things about the economy and there being scarcity and there not being enough. It's bullshit. Do you know how much fucking money is out there? There is so much money out there. It's not that there's not money. It's a matter of figuring out how to get it. And what's happening is more and more people are being pushed to wake up and to step into their light, their power, and their purpose. Now, a lot of times what happens before then is you have to heal and clean yourself up so that you can actually feel your purpose, so that you can actually get clarity on what it is, and you can feel worthy and deserving enough to do things that you love. But if you just got laid off, if you just got fired, trust me, it's amazing. I have had multiple times where situations just crumbled before my very eyes. I couldn't do anything right. Things would come out of left field. People would complain about me. They'd say I did things that I didn't do. I'd get called into the office and let go. And it was always pushing me towards something that was more compatible for me. I lost a job as a server many, many years ago, and everything just kind of collapsed. I got fired. I got what they said was the worst shopper report they'd ever seen, which is a report where people come into the restaurant, pretend like they're customers, but what they're doing is actually critiquing the restaurant. I got like a 43% out of 100%. They said I ripped menus out of the customer's hands. I cut off one of the guests mid-sentence while he was trying to order. It was the universe conspiring to push me out. And I lost my job and I was very scared because I didn't know what I was going to do. But one of the reasons that happened for me was because I was going through this awakening process, and my nervous system was absolutely fried. It was completely burnt out, and I couldn't take the stress of this job anymore. As an empath, waking up, having done ayahuasca, coming back to work as a server around all this horrible energy, being pushed all day, every day. And so the universe, or my higher self, gave me the opportunity to get out. Now, what happens, and it led me to something that was better for me at that time. It didn't lead me to what I really wanted to do because I wasn't quite ready for that yet. But it led me to something that was a little bit easier, a little bit gentler, allowed me to heal more, and I didn't hate so much. But what happens is your higher self, your guidance, whatever it is, will collapse things when they no longer serve you. It will just sort of dissolve everything. And one of the things that I would recommend is to not look at it as if it's scarcity or it's the economy or things are falling apart in the world. You can tell that story if you want, but if you stay connected to that story, you're going to continue to live in that story. The truth is, anytime something scary happens, something bad comes up, it's an opportunity to expand into something better. But you have to embody that perception and that belief. You have to really own that. So if you lost your job, if you got fired, if you came home and found someone cheating on you and the relationship is over, good. And I'm not saying it's not painful, there's not struggle, it doesn't get a little sticky for a while. Sometimes it does, but that's just life. And it sucks, but it's life. Ultimately, it's a good thing because that wasn't the right match for you either ever or anymore. So I would ask, if something just collapsed, if something just crashed itself out, if something just came to you by surprise and now you no longer have a source of income or a person in your life, where are you being led? How is this opening the door to really call in what you want to do with your life? How is this opening the door to clear some trauma and some negative belief systems and some resistance and move you forward? We tend to cling to what's safe, what we think is safe, what's familiar. And it's very hard a lot of times to just consciously know this doesn't serve me anymore and to cut the cord and move on. And so we kind of hold on and we hold on and we hold on until finally the universe just comes in and is like, no, it's over. Because there's something better. So if this is you, let me know. If this is you and you're struggling with your next move, like write that in the comments, because I promise you, every job I've been fired from, every job that I've lost has been a blessing. And in fact, every situation in retrospect where things kind of crashed out and dissolved, even though at the time I thought it was a problem, it ended up being a gift because it ended up pushing me in the direction of something better. If your intention is to expand, if your intention is to heal, if your intention is to upgrade, that's what's going to happen. There's this thing in The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks, and he talks about the upper limit problem, which is something that we all have. Basically, it's any time things start to get better, some part of us finds a way to sabotage it, either through fearful thoughts, self-sabotaging behaviors, worrying, anger. There's a million ways we do it, basically because we have an upper limit problem. We can't just feel good all the time. We have to find some way to suffer. But ultimately, it is possible to feel good mostly all of the time. So what he says is, anytime a lot of fear comes up, ask yourself, what good thing wants to come in? What good thing wants to land? Why did why did everything just dissolve? What good thing is coming in to push out the shadow, to push out the thing that no longer serves me? Let me know what you think. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments or breakthroughs. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I do have a free energy clearing in the description below that can help you clear some of the old patterns and traumas up. Other than that, thank you so much. I look forward to next time, and peace.